Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So the bagel, it's mentioned as early as the 13th century, found in an Arabic cookbook, mentioning this boiled and then baked ring-shaped bread. It's also widely associated with Ashkenazi Jews, and it's connected all the way back to the 17th century when Jews in Poland were known to bake and eat this bread. So come along with me, let's make some delicious, chewy, crispy, soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside, yummy New York style bagels.
Yeast, of course, as always, all the ingredients will be in the description box below. So I'm adding some warm water, honey, and sugar to our yeast, and that will activate it. The sugar feeds the yeast. So, delicious. And that's how we're going to do it. We're going to set it aside for a few minutes just to make sure it's bubbling and the yeast is good. Now I'm adding my flour. I did 2 batches of bagels, 1 whole wheat and 1 regular. I kept the same recipe. There goes the salt. And I just changed, of course, with whole wheat flour. And it could be that you might need a bit more liquid in the one than the other. Just play around with it. So I've added my liquid yeast mixture to my salt and flour mixture. Now I'm going in with my hands to knead. All right, you could, of course, use a bread mixer, but I like getting the work out. I also enjoy feeling it as I go along. As you can see, it's still a bit dry, so as you need, add a bit of water, very little bit at a time, because you do not want overwater, you do not want it to be too hydrated, and as you need, you will feel that the gluten will absorb that moisture, and eventually you're going to get a nice smooth dough. Keep going at it, don't give up. I'm then going to oil my bowl. Okay, put my dough in to rise, cover it, put it in a nice warm place for at least an hour, and you want that to about double in size. So here we go, it's nice and risen, I'd say almost double. I was in a bit of a rush this day, so you can even leave it in the fridge overnight and then it will rise slowly, whatever you like. Of course, the longer you leave it, the more flavors will develop. I'm now dividing my dough into portions. Okay, I'm going to make about 8 of these delicious bagels. They're going to be quite big. If you want to make them smaller, of course, you can do more than 8. It is totally up to you. So each ball I'm dividing and putting it into a nice, neat little ball. Okay, just so it gets that round shape. You can see I didn't exactly do it evenly, but, according to my eye, what I saw, I just, took some dough from the one, added it to the other. If you want to be super geeky and exact, you can, of course, use a food scale. Now I'm taking each ball. I'm using my fingers to do that classic bagel hole in the middle, using my hands to turn it around to make it even and make the holes a bit bigger, because when we boil and cook the bagels, the hole will get smaller. So as you can see, we're shaping each bagel here. This is a labor of love. This isn't fast food, so don't be afraid that it takes a little bit of time. We're also going to space them out evenly onto our baking sheet because, of course, they will rise. We're going to let them proof again. And then once they've proofed for another half an hour, we're going to get our boiling water going. As you can see, I added a bit of honey. That's going to add some brownage. You don't have to add the honey, but I like doing that. And we're going to boil these bagels in portions. I'm going to do 3 at a time. You don't want to overcrowd the pan. And bagels are special when they're boiled. Okay, this is what makes bagels special. They're going to give it that chewy on the outside, soft in the inside taste and feel. And without this, it's not really a bagel. So a very important step to boil your bagels. Just a minute on each side, take it off, put it back on our baking tray, and continue to do this in batches. Make sure they don't get too sticky and stick to the bottom. They should float to the top of your pan or pot. And as you can see, slowly and gently, one at a time. So it boils on a minute on each side. Not a fast recipe, but definitely delicious. This will be the time to do our egg wash. We've got our oven preheated to 175, 180 degrees Celsius. We're going to gently and evenly do our egg wash. Okay, don't be shy. And this would be the time after your egg wash to put on your seasoning. You could do the everything bagel seasoning, sesame seeds, poppy seeds, kosher salt, whatever really you like. Today we're keeping it simple. We're keeping them plain. I also find with my kids it's less messy this way. When I've, sesame seeds all over the house, but of course add whatever topping you like. Put it in our preheated oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. Look at that beautiful golden brown color, ready to eat. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know how it goes. B'tei avon, bon appetit.